Hello there, it's Maggie, the Cheshire Crafter here. Now I've been out today and this is the second video I've done looking at a haul from a clearance sale at a group of garden centres. And it's the group of garden centres that I used to work for. Today I went across the border into Wales to Daleside Garden Centre, and it's part of the Strikes Garden Group. Now the other ones that I go to in Cheshire are near where my brother lives in Northwich, and that's Weaver Vale Garden Centre. That's Mid-Cheshire in Northwich. And I go there because they've got a very good garden centre for a start. I did buy some plants, and I'm a member of the garden centre. You pay £12 a year to be a member, and for that you get 2 free teas or coffees per month in a very nice coffee shop. Coffee's lovely. So that's £48 worth free. I'm very frugal with my money, aren't I? So you get £48 worth of free tea or coffee just by going there if you have one of the cards. £12 a year. And then when you buy at the garden centre, you get 10% in points, I think, equivalent on your shopping. So it's a loyalty scheme, but it gets you in through the door. Now when I was at my art and craft group last week, somebody told me that the craft centre got a closing down sale, which I'm very sad if that's the case, because they've been a very good resource for many people. But I like a bargain, and I know how much things are going to cost me on eBay, so I went along there. They do sell, this is a paper crafting video I'm doing at the moment. I've just done one on sewing and patchwork. Go and take a look at that one as well. But this one I'm going to put in this box, is all paper crafting. And they sell very good quality items, and you're going to see the quality that I buy. If you know how much you're going to pay for these items anywhere else, you know how much you're going to save. So I'm going to start off with the biggest item that I got, and I'm going to use this at my desk in my bedroom where I've got my craft area set up and not yet using it properly. And I bought this glass cutting mat. It's from X-Cut. You'll recognise this as a brand. It's from X-Cut. Not only is it a cutting mat, but it's a very good it's a very good item to work on, because you can put any paints, ink on this, and it's all wipeable. So this will help keep my tabletop clean, my desktop clean, without marking it. So it'll be a non-slip surface, well, a slippy surface it'll be, but it is actually marked out in you can see there the graphs on that. The guillotine that I bought was X-Cut, and I was talking about that today. I've had that for many years, and I actually got that from this garden centre. It cost about £30, and I earned sufficient loyalty points in that garden centre to get that for free. Now I haven't got this for free today. Instead I got it for half price, and it had been £22. It had been £23, so I paid £11.50 for that. And anybody that knows what a good quality item that is, I've saved a fortune on that. It's very well worthwhile. Now I'm going to put my glasses on. Quality cardstock then. Ready-made cards and envelopes. In doing what I do, I need to be able to fund my hobby and still gift my products. So I know that when I buy items, I've still got to be able to pay all my bills, still got to be able to fund the hobby, but comfortable enough to be able to give things away. So when I see quality cardstock, I'm going to stock up. So these are cream, these are Craft UK Hammer Cream Hammer cardstock. These are 6x6. I'll probably use these for Christmas cards. And they were, let me see, I think they were £4.99 each. It works out at 9p per card and envelope. Likewise, I bought some green C6 size cards and envelope. Again, these are Craft UK, 30 in that pack. The 4x4 white pack, you see that? 4x4 white pack. Ideal cards for children, those. And then I couldn't get, they'd started to run out of things, so I couldn't get ready-made packs of cards. So what I've done is I've bought ivory, these are C6 size. So these are 4x6 envelopes in ivory, and I bought that. I'm just going to have to score the card, which is not a problem for me. So it's A5 cardstock in ivory, and the two together will cost me £3.50, something like that. So they were real bargains. Then I found some metallic foil, and I thought this was rose gold. It's not, it's actually copper, but that will cut really nicely through my cutting machines. There's 10 in a pack there, so that's cost me 25p per card. In comparison to what I pay at the Range or the Works, that's working out quite expensive. I wouldn't have wanted to buy that at full price though. Then I've got some things that you really won't recognise, and as I went in I said I really need some Mod Podge. Well, when you've got a brand like Mod Podge, this is the matte glue for decoupage and other items, but I do use it for decoupage. And not £10. You're not going to get it cheaper than that anywhere else that you go. But I've managed to get that huge pot for £5, so I bought 2 of those. They don't go off. Then for die cutting, I haven't shown you yet. I don't think I've done a video of it yet, but I bought a Gemini Junior. I actually bought it from the garden centre. I've just bought these things from today, and I haven't shown you how to use it yet. But I bought a small metal cutting plate. This is one that will take just a small cutting sentiment die. So the cutting metal plate is 6x3. That was, I think the price is rubbed off, £1.49 in the sale. And I bought a congratulations die. Now this congratulations die, if you can see the word, it's got a little bit of a swirl. I'm showing you the right way around. It's got a little bit of a swirl underneath it, but I think that under the N I can cut that swirl off. And that was £3. Those will be used, well, obviously congratulations all year round. That will be really helpful. I did just try to see whether that would fit through my little sapphire hand cranking machine. It won't, but it obviously will go through the Sizzix Big Shot as well. It's slightly too wide for the sapphire, which is Spellbinders, but it'll go through any Gemini machine. £1.49 is well worth it. And I found with a metal plate, it doesn't blunt your dies, but it does give you a jolly good cut. Still on die cutting then, I bought a little, apparently it's a snow globe, but it is a little die. But it's, can you see that? It's, the theme is driving home for Christmas. And I thought that was really cute. And then I've got two little stamp sets. This is a little gingerbread house with tiny canes and hearts, and I'm not quite sure what that's meant to be. And then the other one is a little Christmas tree stamp. And they've got these little snowflakes in them. And I think that says let it snow. And for each of those, 25p each. I couldn't let them go, could I? Now, for those tiny little stamps, those tiny little snow stamps, I've got something that I've been wanting for quite some time. And it's a block. It's an acrylic block, but it's a round one. So those tiny ones will just go on the end of the acrylic block, and I can stamp to my heart's content. Had been £6, I paid £3 for that. I haven't got one like that already, so I'm really pleased to get that at half price, and I'll use that a lot, especially if you're doing a lot of cards and you're doing lots of snowflakes, for example. That's really very comfortable in the hand as well. Yeah, I like that. It did come in its own little bag. I probably won't keep it in the bag. I'll probably lose it. And while I'm on stamping, I got another stamping block again. This is a 4x5¼ from Papercrafts, Crafts Paper Mania, and that was £2.50. Acrylic blocks. You can never have too many of them. I find I lose them. And last but not least, they obviously were selling out of quite a number of things, but they still had quite a big range of Tim Holtz distress inks, the tools with the rubber ends, can't think what they're called, embossing things, glossy accents, some of his tools. And as you know, if you're buying off eBay, you pay full price. Yupo paper, they had Yupo paper, and that would have been half price. However, I don't really want to stock up much on Tim Holtz stuff except alcohol inks. And I bought these two because I know I haven't got these two colours already in my stash. This one's called Patina, and I know that was a range that was brought out in the past couple of years, I think, and I haven't got that already. And this one is called Wild Plum. So that, I think those two will go very nicely together as a contrast, don't you? But the Wild Plum will go beautifully with my purples. And I think that when that's next to it, that'll look quite tealy, and a teal colour will go with anything, I think. And as far as cost for those, I paid, they had been £4.50, I paid £2.25. There is no way I'll get those on eBay for £2.25, and then I've got to pay postage as well. So for anybody who's able to go to either Daleside Garden Centre in Hawarden, that's Hawarden, or to Weaver Vale Garden Centre in Northwich, take yourself along, go and have some lunch. The coffee shops are lovely. The coffee is very nice as well while you're there. Take a look around. Some of the full priced items are, well, I was a bit surprised, but let's just say I like a bargain. And some of the prices were, I think you'd be putting things in your basket if you weren't looking at the price, basically. They do beautiful Christmas shops. And they've started in Daleside, they've started with the Christmas displays already. And they had a blue, white and silver one, which looked stunning. And then they had silly things like toilet rolls with Rudolph's on. I was going to buy that, but somebody buy it as a joke present. I think they'll sell a lot. So people will pay silly money if they're not looking at the prices. I look at the prices. Now, I have spent a lot of money today, but for the items that I've got, and I know I will use all of those, there's no sell-by date on them. They won't dry out. Well, the Mod Podge might if I left the lid off. They won't dry out. They won't perish. They will last me a long time, and they will help me continue to do things in paper crafting as a hobby. With my arts and crafts class, I'm going to use the alcohol inks at some point or other. At the moment, we're doing abstracts, so I really fancy doing something really vivid and bright, and I'm going to shock the teacher if I do that, but we'll do something really vivid and bright with alcohol inks. And I like to add the mixatives in there, and add gold or silver alloy on top of those. And I think buying this glass mat, I think this is my best purchase of the day. I'm really pleased with this, and I think in buying that, it might just get me moving to start using my desk space, which is a designated craft space in my bedroom, properly. I might put a before and after video on for you for that. I'll think about whether I want to share that with everybody. It looks a mess, but I'm fascinated when you see this is what it looks like before, this is what it looks like now, and I might do that. Meanwhile, I'm going to put this shopping away. I'm going to make sure that those plants that I bought do get planted. It's still nice and sunny outside, so I'll just make sure I can take out the dead plants and put some live ones in. So for now, this is Maggie, the Cheshire Crafter, all spent up. I need to sit down and a cup of tea to get over the shock of what I've spent. But I'm very pleased that the lady from my art class group last week told me about it, because I wouldn't have known otherwise, and I would have missed out on some bargains there. So I hope you've enjoyed this little trip to the garden centre art and craft shop with me. really sorry it's closing down, but I hope I've helped them a little bit on the way. For now, this is Maggie saying bye for now. Come back and see me soon, won't you? Bye.